Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Tech for Seniors, Twitter. I'm Huey Poplock. What this is, Tech for Seniors friends are typical seniors. Many shy away from social media. Those who use social media usually use YouTube and Facebook. Very few, if any, use Twitter. We will cover why you might want to use Twitter, and we'll also cover some ways to use Twitter. What this isn't, a Twitter tutorial, a review of Twitter. So what is Twitter? This is a shorter branch of social media and is for quick updates of up to 280, formerly 140 characters. Twitter is an option that makes you think about the words you use because you only have so many. You can share images and articles as well. Twitter is shorter than other social media, such as Facebook. Twitter began as an SMS text-based service. This limited the original tweet length to 140 characters, which was partly driven by the 160-character limit of SMS, with 20 characters reserved for commands and usernames. Over time, as Twitter evolved, the maximum tweet length grew to 280 characters. Still short and brief, but enabling more expression. Photos can be up to 5 megabytes. Animated GIFs can be up to 5 megabytes on mobile and up to 15 megabytes on web. Twitter accepts GIF, JPEGs, and PNG files. They do not accept a BMP, TIFF, or other file formats. Your photo will be automatically scaled for display in your expanded tweet and in your gallery. Let's look at the percent of U.S. adults in each demographic who say they ever use any of these social media. We'll zoom in a little bit and we'll see that this chart has a lot of information in it, but we're going to zoom in on the 50 and above range. That's two groups, one from 50 to 64 and one to 65 plus. That's what most of the people who are on Tech for Seniors fall into these categories. And let's look at Twitter explicitly. And the 50 to 64, there's about 18% say they have ever used Twitter, but 65 and above, only 7% have used Twitter. Now, there are several different participation levels in Twitter. You can share nothing, all the way up to share actively. You can follow interesting people, consume their tweets, and follow news and trends without ever participating more than that. You can use it to follow brands, you can use tweets for customer support, and you can like and retweet. And on the sharing actively, you can tweet about news topics and news, you can share pictures and videos, and you can comment on other tweets. Here's a typical tweet from twitter.com. You'll see that there's an avatar for the user, and then their username and handle will come after the @ at the top. In the article, there is a link, and then at the bottom, you can reply, you can retweet, you can like, or you can share. Now, I use a program called Hootsuite. I'm going to demonstrate both Twitter and Hootsuite. But let's take a look at Hootsuite. This is an article that I posted on Twitter using Hootsuite, and this is how it appears on Hootsuite. You'll see at the bottom that you can do the same. Reply, retweet, quote, or edit. You can like it. You can assign it to or assign it to me. And you can reply direct message or send to an email. This was an article that I posted because Amazon had delivered packages and set them on our handicap ramp. And I said they shouldn't be doing that. So I did the @Amazon to call the attention of Amazon. Within minutes, I got a reply from Amazon's help. We'd like to look into this with you. Can you tell us if this happened with the same carrier each time? You can find this information. I replied to them. They then gave me a link to go in and fill out a form, which I did, and they then said that they will do some follow-up. So within minutes, of me posting something on Twitter, I got a reply from Amazon. That wouldn't happen if you posted on Facebook, or if you try to reach them by phone or by email, certainly wouldn't be within minutes that you would hear from them if they were going to do anything at all. Okay, let's do a quick demo of Twitter and of Hootsuite. Let's go to twitter.com. I'm already signed in. You'll see that this is my Twitter page. You can see that I can scroll down and see many articles. But let's go down to profile. This shows my profile. It shows that I joined in April of 2008. I am following 187 people, businesses, or groups, and I have 119 followers. I can click on this and it will show me what I am following, and I can also look to see who my followers are. So let's go back to the home of Twitter, and this is in the time order. So it'll be the latest. So this was 2 minutes ago. This was posted by someone that I'm following. These are all things that I follow, and that's all I see. Now, I can go to any one of these, let's say Review Geek, see who that is, but then I can also click on the article. It takes us to that article, and I can read the article. Then I can go back to Twitter, and there it is. And then I can either reply to it, retweet it. That means I can click on it and then post it with my name. And this is what gives it a lot of traction. I can just like it, or I can share it with somebody else in several different ways, including emailing it. So that's pretty much what Twitter is about. You just go down and you can see the different articles. There's very little. It only shows up to 280 characters. That's all it allows. And they may not have all 280 characters. You can find any particular article and then click on it and read more if there is more available. That may be all there is, but then you can retweet it, you can like it, you can do whatever you want with it. So you don't have to do anything but just look at the articles. So you're not an active user, but you can still utilize the information that you can get from Twitter. Hootsuite.com. Let's go to Hootsuite.com. Hootsuite is a website, and they also have an app that allows you to use some social media programs within one website or within one app. I have the free version, so I'm only allowed one social media, and I chose to use Twitter. I am logged in to Hootsuite, so when I click on Hootsuite.com, I have the choice to go to Dashboard or upgrade my plan. But we're going to go to my dashboard, and here is my dashboard. I have some preset searches in Hootsuite. I have my home, I have anything that I have tweeted, anything that mentions my name, and then I'm following Gig of Stacy, which is Stacy Higginbotham's Internet of Things account, so I can see anything there. So let's take a look first at my account or my profile. You'll see that I do have a free plan, and so I could upgrade from here, but I'm using the free plan. So we're going to come back to my dashboard, and you can see here in the home column are any of the tweets that I've gotten that are up to date and in order of time. So we start with 2 minutes ago, and as we scroll down, you'll see that you may even see some articles that we saw when we were using the Twitter page, because obviously any of these tweets are things that I'm following on either. It's going to show up in either of them. Now, if I want to add one, I am going to search now. I'm going to search for Chromebook. When I do, it creates a new stream or column, and it shows me anything that's got Chromebook in it. But you'll notice that some of these are from other countries in languages that I don't know how to read and don't understand. So I can do something about that, however. I am going to delete that stream, and this time I'm going to do a search on Chromebook and add LANG for language, EN for English, and tell it to search. And now any of those that were in a foreign languages are no longer there, and I have all of the tweets that have the word Chromebook in them. Some of them may be something I'm interested in, some may not. Sometimes I find some interesting articles or some interesting photos to use in some of my presentations. So I like to have this. So here's something for 10 quick tips for your Chromebook. And if I click on it, it will open it up. This is something from YouTube and other articles dealing with Chromebooks or Chrome with the word Chromebook in the article. Now I can also add another stream. I can add another social network if I'm in the paid version. So I could actually, let's take a look at that. I could add Facebook. Obviously, we have Twitter in there now. I could add Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, or Pinterest if I was using a paid account, which I am not. I can also post from Hootsuite if I wanted to as well. That's pretty much it for Hootsuite. I just use it because it's more convenient than Twitter, and I'm able to do searches a lot quicker and have certain searches already completed for me whenever I go there. So I can add more columns, add more streams if I wanted to. And so as soon as I open a Hootsuite, it's up to date and has all of the stream that I am looking for. Hootsuite.com. Thanks for joining us. This has been Twitter for Tech for Seniors. I'm Huey Poplock.